Fox 4, the news station, broadcasting live for all North Texas. Fox 4 News at 5 starts now.
I'm Richard Ray in Arlington with opening day of the Ranger season and some reasons to forget the final score. I have the live report.
You know, the biggest problem we have is just not knowing how many people will show up.
200,000 or 200,000. Dallas police get ready for an unknown number of immigration marchers next weekend.
Tornadoes and severe storms kill nearly 30 people during the weekend. One twister cut a 25-mile path through Tennessee.
That's first on Fox 4 News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley.
I'm Baron James. 8 states in the South and Midwest saw ferocious storms. Thousands of homes were shredded to their foundations yesterday.
Fox reporter Doug Luzader shows us the damage.
When the sun came up over the Midwest on Monday, the damage from Sunday's tornadoes was evident as far as the eye could see. A landscape littered with what's left of countless homes.
A big tree, the tree fell down on the on top of the building. It's a mess. It's really a mess.
The scope of the damage was stunning. The National Weather Service says at least 63 tornadoes fanned out over 8 states.
We're finding lots of damage out in the rural areas. Several trailers are down, several houses damaged, a couple of businesses have been hit, several houses with serious roof damage.
Mobile homes were wiped out, but larger homes were hit just as hard. In Illinois, the roof of a clothing store collapsed, killing one. Across the Midwest, more than 24 died.
There's debris everywhere. I couldn't see. It was horrible.
What could be seen when day came was the sheer power of the storm. Several cars landed upside down in Tennessee. One in Missouri was crushed by a tree.
Looked out the window and I just saw it just as the tree hit the car.
Residents did not get much warning. One lucky Missouri woman somehow survived in her car.
I felt my car go up and it went back down, and it was scary.
Doug Luzader, Fox News.
A police cruiser's camera in western Tennessee caught a glimpse of the tornado and its terrifying winds. You can see debris flying sideways across the road and through the air. The death toll in Dyer County reached 15 today when another person died in the hospital.
The sirens blared in downtown Indianapolis, sending thousands of music fans to find cover Sunday night. They were leaving a free John Mellencamp concert when a violent storm knocked out the windows of a bank tower. People scrambled in panic, but no serious injuries were reported.
Breaking news in Mesquite, where crews are trying to put out a grass fire at 635 and Bruton Road. Traffic reporter Chip Wagoner is live over the scene with details.
Firefighters right now, Clarice, having a difficult time getting this fire taken care of from the main road of 635 LBJ because it is spread into this heavily wooded area. And the firefighters in just the last few minutes have been able to get a hose or two right to this spot here. This is going to be, as Clarice was mentioning, just north of the intersection of 635 LBJ at Bruton Road. The wildfire that is going right now is going to threaten to some degree this apartment complex, Stoneley on Cartwright. A fire truck has just pulled up on the scene from here, so they'll be able to fight this fire soon from this angle, and hopefully they'll be able to keep it under control. At this point, it looks like a couple of acres have been burned, and at this point, the firefighters do not have a hold of this fire at this point. They're trying to get it under control here, and we'll keep you updated. This fire began no more than 20 minutes ago. Over Mesquite, I'm Chip Wagner, Fox 4 News.
Dallas police are facing a huge challenge this weekend: how to staff the streets for a march on immigration reform without knowing how many people will show up. Fox 4's Shaun Rabb is in our newsroom with the story.
Clarice, Dallas Police Chief David Kunkel tells me they will be prepared and will overstaff this Sunday with officers, so they'll be ready for anything. Now, police do expect the numbers to be far greater than the 4,000 or 5,000 that marched into downtown last Monday and Tuesday. Police will have a command post in downtown. Deputy Chief Shirley Gray will oversee Sunday's operation. Officers will be visible in cars, on bikes, cycles, and on foot, and many more will be along rooftops, even in the crowd, which right now is the sticking point for police preparations.
We rely on our experience managing other large events and parades, and just not know whether there'll be 10,000 or 200,000, and what kind of other activities may be going on beyond the demonstration.
And Kunkel says they'll use overtime to make sure police are prepared for anything. Kunkel says he and his staff have been meeting with the organizers of the march and will do so throughout this week. Weather also will be a factor in determining the size of those who turn out Sunday. Shaun, Rabb, Fox 4 News.
A federal jury has found admitted al-Qaeda terrorist Zacarias Moussaoui eligible for death. Today in Virginia, the jury decided that his lies to FBI agents in August of 2001 so that the attacks on September 11th could go forward led directly to at least one death, making Moussaoui eligible for execution. Now, in the next step in his sentencing trial, relatives of the 9/11 victims will testify about the impact of the attacks. Defense attorneys will paint Moussaoui as mentally scarred by poverty and racism during his childhood in France.
A rollover accident in western Iraq killed 5 U.S. Marines and left 3 other troops missing. The military says a 7-ton truck flipped yesterday during a flash flood in Anbar province. Search crews are looking for 2 missing Marines and a missing sailor.
A 20,000-pound construction crane and scaffolding collapsed today on people in downtown Boston, killing at least 3. The platform fell 7 stories, taking a construction hoist with it. Witnesses say 10-foot chunks of machinery and other materials rained down onto the street. A woman in her car was killed, as were 2 pedestrians. 2 other people were seriously injured. Workers were renovating a 14-story building near Emerson College.
A huge military cargo plane crashed just after takeoff today in Delaware. Amazingly, everyone on board is okay. The tail and nose sections broke completely off of the C-5 Galaxy when it belly flopped just short of the runway at Dover Air Force Base. The crew reported problems on takeoff and circled for a landing. 17 airmen were on board. 14 of them were doused with jet fuel but managed to escape without serious injury. An Air Force official calls this a miracle. Investigators say one of the engines possibly caught fire.
Fighter jets flew over Ameriquest Field in Arlington today for Texas Rangers opening day. The game had a sold-out crowd. And Fox 4's Richard Ray is live at the ballpark with more. Rich?
Hi, Baron. Over 51,000 people, a picture-perfect day at the ballpark. An opening day to remember if you forget the final score.
Root for the Rangers, for they don't win, it's a shame.
For baseball fans, opening day is often as good as it gets. After all, their favorite team is still undefeated.
Yeah, I just wouldn't miss it. That's just something that we do every year.
Rangers are playing again. We love baseball. That's hot right. Dogs, beer. Can't get any better than that.
That's right.
Oh, it's just what everybody wants to do, and I want to do it too. Way to go, Red Sox.
They come from near and far, including 2 sisters from Boston.
Because we love the Red Sox, and my son lives in Dallas.
Two hot dogs there.
They come early, and they stay late. Few opening day celebrations are more elaborate than this one. A group of friends who get together every year for a crawfish boil.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're having a good time.
4 it's 1.
We've been doing this for quite a few years.
2.
We've been here since about 8 o'clock this morning, and we'll be here long afterwards.
3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Well, on the field, the news was not so good. The Rangers lost to the Red Sox 7-3, but outside the park, Arlington police were busy enforcing a new law on scalping. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you how that turned out. Might surprise you. Live in Arlington, I'm Richard Ray, Fox 4 News.
President Bush threw out the first pitch today in Cincinnati as the Reds take on the Chicago Cubs. Wearing a Reds jacket, the president got a warm welcome from Cincinnati fans. Mr. Bush is the first sitting president to throw the first pitch to open the baseball season for the Reds.
Ahead on Fox 4 News at 5, the constant heavy rain in parts of Hawaii creates a disaster.
Drugs like Celebrex received a lot of criticism last year, but a new study out just today sheds a whole new and better light on them, especially for women.
To understand where they're going, you have to know where they've been.
I ain't killing no one.
I must have missed the part where I gave you a choice. Fox tonight, unlock their secrets.
Good evening, Mrs. Holland.
And find out what brought them all together.
Everything's not how it looks, Michael.
Viewers first advised, Prison Break.
Tonight at 7 on Fox 4.
They thought they'd stop the threat, but the terror has just begun.
I think this is bigger than anything we could ever have imagined.
24.
Tonight at 8 on Fox 4.
Carter Eye Center took the time to make me feel good about my vision correction.
Carter Custom Care guaranteed. Call Carter Eye Center today at 214-696-2020.
LASIK Monovision lets me see near and far. And without glasses.
Thanks again, Tony. Another great win for Team Chevy. Can you?
Sorry.
Where?
The car that helped Team Chevy win 25 championships is now street legal. The 2006 Monte Carlo SS with the legendary 303 horsepower small block V8. Visit ChevyThunderDays.com for details on this fun family festival.
After my procedure, I could see so well that...
you wouldn't quit talking about it. Carter Custom Care guaranteed. Call Carter Eye Center today at 214-696-2020. When I get old enough, I'm going to Carter Eye Center.
Geraldo at large, Wisconsin. This new bill could give kids as young as 8 a license to kill. Are we asking for accidents?
Tonight at 10:30 after Fox 4 News.
AJ, Tanya has a new way to trim down. She exercises by doing the robot. Calls it robot aerobics.
Let's check it out. Show us, Tanya.
I download songs from the 80s anytime I want. Thanks to high-speed internet from AT&T, I can go on like this for hours.
Oh, no doubt.
What's up in your world? AT&T delivers more ways to enjoy your music. Get a super fast connection for the price of dial-up. And here's more big news from the new AT&T. Go online and get AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet now, just $12.99 a month for 12 months when you order online. Our lowest price ever. You'll get a true high-speed connection to your favorite music, plus the added protection of an all-in-one security suite at no additional cost. And it's easy to switch from dial-up or cable. And when you sign up now, AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet is only $12.99 a month for a full 12 months. AT&T gives you more ways to get your music delivered. So go online for even more great prices and sign up today.
Go, Tanya! Go, Tanya! Go!
The new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Assembling a great car is not unlike assembling a great team. You find the best players for every position, train them to play together. But of course it never hurts to go out and get yourself one ringer. The legendary North Star V8 engine. Available in the all-new Buick Lucerne for under $30,000. See your North Texas Buick dealer today.
Now, Fox 4's Traffic Watch.
And we want to update you on that breaking news out of Mesquite, where fire crews have been trying to put out a grass fire at 635 in Bruton near an apartment building. Let's go to traffic reporter Chip Wagoner.
Thanks, Baron. They've been able to get one of these all-terrain vehicles into this heavily wooded area along 635 LBJ northbound at Bruton Road, and that's made a big difference in getting this fire under control. And you can see that there's a lot of scorched earth amongst the trees here, but the good news is you can see the smoke has dissipated significantly. The hottest spot right in here has been doused with water for the last 5 minutes or so, and it looks like they've gotten this fire under control, which is good news. As far as traffic delays here along 635 LBJ, really hasn't caused any big problems, just slowdowns in the immediate area. On to Dallas we go, southbound on I-35 at Market Center Boulevard. Disabled vehicle is right in the middle of the roadway, and the backup is heavy to 183. And speaking of 183, the signal lights aren't working at the 183 interchange at Mockingbird, which is complicating matters, at least in that area. If you're going to be traveling soon in the Arlington area, most of the flow from the ballpark is dissipated to some degree, though southbound 360 is still very heavy from FAA Boulevard, continuing down past Six Flags Drive. I'm Chip Wagner, Fox 4 News.
The calendar in Hawaii says the rainy season is over. Tell that to the residents. Roads became rivers on the island of Oahu during the weekend, and more than a dozen families left their homes that were downstream from a swollen reservoir.
Yeah, and the rain-soaked ground just crumbled away under the constant deluge, and homes built along small creeks and ravines quickly lost ground. The sun managed to peek through on Saturday after 40 straight days of rain. Then the rain came again.
Now, Fox 4 warm weather with meteorologist Ron Jackson.
Tower Cam shows us a look from downtown. It was really a beautiful and gorgeous day today. So early in April, and you can hardly wait to see the spring flowers making their debut.
I know, blue skies, and look at that, 76 degrees. And I understand that for the rest of the week, we'll see temperatures in the 70s with lows in the 40s and the 50s.
North Texas is the place to be. Let's take it over to Ron Jackson for more.
Well, Clarice, it did turn out to be a beautiful day today. Afternoon highs managed to climb up into the mid-70s under partly cloudy skies. And I think for much of the week, we're going to continue to be quite pleasant with afternoon highs slightly above normal for this time of the year. Let's take a look, see how the numbers came out. Today's daytime high, well, first of all, 76 degrees. It was in the mid-70s throughout much of the afternoon. 75 in Fort Worth, 78 degrees at Dallas Love Field. Winds at the present time, a little bit gusty at times from the north at 16 miles per hour, humidity at 33%. Dew point at 45 degrees and the barometer falling at 30.15 inches. All right, let's take a look at Viper 4. Quite a bit of cloudiness now starting to move across the region, but no precipitation associated with this. And as of right now, it doesn't look like we're going to see much of a chance of any rain in the upcoming days. Now, there is a weak disturbance that is expected to come across here by Wednesday night and Thursday morning, and that may very well kick off a few scattered thunderstorms, but looks like most of the energy associated with this next system is probably going to be north of the Red River, just like it was over the weekend. The most powerful thunderstorms at this hour are located in the eastern portions of the country, where tornado watches are presently in effect throughout portions of Virginia, as well as the Carolinas, Washington, as well as Richmond, Virginia. Heads up, there are some very intense thunderstorms moving in that direction, but obviously that activity will not be affecting us. It's associated, by the way, with a cold front that came through here earlier this morning. Today's daytime high topped out at a very mild 78. The overnight low this morning, 61, 73, and 51 to your normals. 95, the record high set back in 1989. At the surface, here's what we have going on. That cold front did come through right around 4 o'clock this morning, and if you woke up early enough, you definitely felt the cool conditions. But it was a very nice afternoon with a very dry air mass. Temperatures do warm up quite rapidly. Readings right now in the mid-70s here. 68 degrees at Memphis. Now, we'll continue to have the north winds tonight, but winds will be shifting southeasterly tomorrow, and that simply means temperatures will remain unseasonably warm, but the moisture will be on the increase as we approach Wednesday and Thursday. So here are the forecast maps for tonight. We expect mostly clear skies here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, there will be a few scattered showers in the hill country stretching all the way into the coastal plains, but no problems expected here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And tomorrow, if you have any plans, it should be pretty nice. I think we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies, especially during the afternoon hours. Winds will be shifting southeasterly, but no precipitation is expected. Here's my forecast then for this evening. Temperatures in the 60s under mostly cloudy skies. Pleasant, 54 degrees by early tomorrow morning. And then by tomorrow afternoon, 76 degrees, partly sunny, and temperatures slightly above normal for this time of the year. No real problems this week. Now, there will be a slight chance that we could see a few scattered showers late Thursday as well as early Friday, but until then, it looks pretty nice, Clarice and Barron, with temperatures mostly in the 70s and overnight lows in the 50s and 60s.
Awesome, Ron. Thank you. There's a double dose of good news today for women suffering with arthritis.
Doctors were told that women who take a certain arthritis medicine are also protecting themselves against breast cancer.
Our medical reporter John Hammarley is here with an explanation of this important discovery.
It is important, Clarice. 26 million women in this country suffer from arthritis, and a lot of them still use Celebrex to ease their pain. As you remember, Celebrex was one of the drugs last year that got a lot of bad publicity, but today's results are anything but bad. Joy Greer has been fighting arthritis for 20 years now. To relieve the pain in her knees, she does water exercises every week, and she takes anti-inflammatory medicine every day.
I just take it all the time, and to tell you the truth, I feel pretty good, so I guess it's working.
And it may be working even better than Joy realizes. Dr. Randall Harris says the very medicine some women are taking for arthritis is also protecting them from breast cancer. They're called COX-2 inhibitors. Their immediate benefit for patients like Joy is that they cut down on inflammation. The long-term benefits for all women are much more profound.
We found that the selective COX-2 blockers, the new anti-inflammatory compounds like Vioxx and Celebrex, reduce the risk of breast cancer by about 70%.
Harris began his study nearly 7 years ago. Since then, Vioxx has been pulled from the shelves over health concerns, but the potential for other COX-2 blockers is enormous. Harris says women could use them as preventive medicine against breast cancer, especially those women who are at a higher risk.
They should be used at a very low dosage, perhaps once every other day, and the rule of thumb is first do no harm.
The strongest COX-2 blockers are still available only by prescription, but as doctors learn more about their benefits, the more they might be used in the future to help protect women like Joy. Now, while prescription strength medicines like Celebrex showed the most protection against breast cancer, the study also found that over-the-counter drugs like aspirin and ibuprofen can cut a woman's risk of breast cancer in half. I'm John Hammarley, and that is For Your Health.
Next on Fox 4 News at 5, what brought Grammy winner Willie Nelson and Oscar winner Morgan Freeman together in North Texas?
In leadership, no word is more important than trust Chevy.
During the Chevy NCAA March Madness event, like Chevy trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. Get an 06 Silverado half-ton extended cab work truck two-wheel drive for around $224 a month with Smart Buy financing. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. Or get it for less during the Chevy NCAA March Madness event. See your Texas Chevy dealer.
There's one book that helps everybody find things. But some people use a different book. His book isn't as up-to-date, which causes problems. No other book is more complete than the AT&T Yellow Pages. For more ads and up-to-date listings, choose the book with AT&T on the cover. The new AT&T, your world delivered.
Hi, sorry. Want a bite? No, thanks. It looks great, but I'm thinking... Take that. No, maybe that.
Don't just watch calories with Special K. Get whole grain total and watch nutrition, too. 100 calories plus 100% of 12 vitamins and minerals. 100 calories, 100% nutrition.
Married, 2 kids. Don't bother.
Enjoy 100% delicious. Try 3 great flavors from Total.
Hey, Brett, they need you down at the field.
Brett.
Snapper. So easy, you'll want more lawn. Demo one today at your local Snapper dealer.
You missed the end zone. Again.
Snapper. It's that easy.
Chip Wagner's wrapped up coverage of the grass fire in Mesquite. Now he's over a house fire in Ferris. Let's go to him for the information, Chip.
It's in a remote area, Clarice, and I do not have all the information yet as far as the general location, but what I do know is that a house is on fire here. Looks like it's a trailer home, and the fire department here has just gotten on the scene trying to get water on this fire as quickly as possible. It looks like the fire has started on the north end of the home, which is bad news. The wind is blowing from the north at about 10 miles an hour, which is propelling it through the house itself. Again, they're trying to get this under control as quickly as possible, and at this point we don't know much. We don't know if there's anybody in the home when this fire took place. We don't know if there are any injuries yet at this point. What we do know is that the firefighters are trying their best to get this under control as quickly as possible. Over Ellis County, I'm Chip Wagner, Fox 4 News.
Now, the number of passenger complaints of commercial airlines went up last year. A new survey says complaints went up 7